Welcome to this 10 Weather Impact Show. I'm meteorologist Chris Tomer.
And I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens.
It is a beautiful
Not
day
bad
today.
outside, is it?
I think we were already overshooting our forecast high here today. We were thinking maybe upper 40s. Now we're already in the 50s.
I mean, that's not bad outside. If you can get out and enjoy some of this warmer weather,
Yes.
It's good to do so. And I know it's not all sunshine and warm temperatures in our forecast, though.
No, it's definitely not, Michael. But I'll tell you what, it's nice to see the sun out here today. You know, and we were thinking that in the forecast for tomorrow, we might actually get brushed by a storm system, but it just goes to show you sometimes these things change.
Yeah, I mean, especially in winter, a lot of times the tracks of these systems not really certain too far out in advance, and that forecast changes. So I always say it's important to keep up watching daily for those updates, and this is why, because we're getting better weather now.
Yeah, we are indeed, now that storm's going south. I want to talk just a bit about the forecast here. Here's our winter snowfall. In Columbus, a whopping 30 inches so far. And we're going to keep this tally going, obviously, as we add snow here and there. But 30 inches, that is impressive. Dayton is at 37 roughly. This is obviously above where we should be, but Cleveland's working on 50. Of course, you have lake effect contributing to a lot of these amounts. But, you know, I was looking at Columbus versus some of the other what would be typical snowy cities across the country. For example, in Denver, Denver's only seen half of this snow, and most winters end up with twice as much snow as Columbus. So it's been very dry across the west, while we're just getting hit with storm after storm here in central Ohio. So here are the winds. It's also a breezy afternoon with some of these gusts approaching 40 miles per hour. Lancaster, Newark, at John Glenn here in Columbus, London, it is gusty. So in the wake of last night's cold front, which blew through town as expected with very little precipitation, now the skies have cleared. We've got a lot of sunshine out there. Nice view from the Scioto Audubon Park right there, the camera. And we made it into the 50s, 52 degrees. Look at these winds. I think the wind's partially responsible for pushing the temperature way up. It's out of the west now, sustained at 23 miles per hour. Quite a change from 24 hours ago. I mean, all the temperatures are much warmer now than they were yesterday at this time. In some cases, 20, 25 degrees warmer. Here are the numbers. So 52 in Columbus, still some cooler 40s up to the north, a lot of warmer 50s, almost 60 down to the southern counties around Piketon right now. So here's what I'm watching in the forecast. It gets even warmer than today. On Friday and Saturday, I'm looking at well into the 50s for high temperatures. Next storm system comes in Monday-ish, somewhere there, maybe even into Tuesday. We'll fine-tune that as we go forward, but it may bring both rain and snow to the forecast. So here's satellite across a lot of the Midwest. We are clear now in Ohio now that the front has moved through. And look at the main storm track. It's kind of coming from the west and sliding to our south. So anything upstream would tend to follow that. And that's where our storm system for tomorrow will be tracking, to our south. You might have a little bit of rain, snow in southern Ohio, but it is not going to be a direct hit here by any stretch of the imagination. It's going south. So over the next 12 hours, we stay pretty clear all the way through the night. We might add a little bit of cloud cover. We'll fall from the 50s into the 40s, 30s, and eventually into the 20s overnight into the morning rush tomorrow. Now, looking down the road, let me just show you what's coming, and I'll kind of give you the regional view to start out. So this is Thursday at about 9 o'clock in the morning. You can see where the storm is to the south. Like I said, maybe southern Ohio gets a little bit of rain or snow, but it's pretty fast moving and it's out of here. This is Saturday, though, at 11. Another fast little storm system with a front may quickly blow on through, but this is what we're really focusing on right here. This is on Monday. So this is Monday in the morning at about 6 a.m. Look at this shield of snow moving into Ohio. And again, that's on Monday. So that's really what we're looking at now. Let me zoom that in. So here's the hour by hour, and I'm just going to walk you through the next 24 hours roughly. There's not a lot here. It's a lot of clear skies, a bit of cloud cover. This is Thursday morning's rush hour, a few clouds kind of moving through. And there's that southern storm. So looking at Thursday in the morning, again, the southern counties might get clipped with a few rain or snow showers as that passes through. It's about a 10% chance here, but the percentage is higher to the south of us. So there you go. 45 on Thursday. Friday looks really good in the middle 50s. Almost 60 there on Saturday. Two very nice back-to-back days. That night into Sunday, there's a quick little front that comes through. We might have a rain or snow shower. And then by the time we get to Monday and Tuesday, those are the 2 days we're watching right now. Monday, pretty high chance of it could be rain or snow. Probably going to be snow, and then it may go over to rain on Tuesday. But Michael, that's really the next game in town.
Yeah, you know this forecast looking better from the last time I was in, because we were looking at, again, that system clipping us now Thursday. So we avoid the rain, snow. Our temperatures don't get quite as cold. It looks like we get warmer now toward the end of the week.
Yes.
And even the start of the weekend, that looks really nice, 57.
My goodness, Friday and Saturday, get out and enjoy that. A lot of sunshine.
Yeah, and we got to watch that system early next week to see if that one holds together and brings a little bit of winter back our way.
And it might. It's still a little ways out. You know how these things work. The flow is pretty fast, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll keep a close eye on it here. And of course, with potential for more winter weather, not out of the question over the coming months out there. We know the warmer weather certainly helps things feel a little nicer, helps the energy bills a little bit, but that's just kind of a drop in the bucket on a winter where it's already been costing more to keep our homes warm, with electric and gas prices across many cities that have outpaced inflation, at least according to recent data. The average bill there about 7% higher than the year before.
Interesting. So CBS's Evan Moon spoke with some experts about why costs are rising, and she has tips on how to keep your home warm without burning a hole in your pocket.
Yeah.
It's an issue heating up nationwide.
People are choosing, okay, should I eat or should I pay for the heat?
Politicians in New York pushed for utility bill relief just days before another Northeast snowstorm.
My constituents are being crushed under soaring energy prices.
Residents agree.
Is rent going up? Is utilities going up? Is electric bills going up?
The average residential electricity price was 7.4% higher in 2025 than the year before, outpacing overall inflation. But energy researcher Ted Curry says it's not one size fits all.
And nobody pays an average bill. There's a tremendous amount of variation in different parts of the country. You've had severe storms or wildfires in California. It destroyed utility infrastructure, and that infrastructure has to be replaced. Where we use more natural gas to generate electricity, the price of natural gas has gone up since 2024.
After severe winter weather, prices can continue to climb.
You'll get snowstorms and ice storms that'll bring down power lines, and the cost necessary to replace all of those lines, eventually people see it in their electric bill.
It's important to note that utility companies don't set rates, regulators do. In New York, a public service commission approved a 3-year rate hike on the city's primary provider, Con Edison. Electric bills could rise up to 10% and gas bills up to 16%.
MIT professor of energy economics Catherine Wolfram says this system makes it harder to push for cuts.
Senators, governors, the politicians that are making this a visible issue can put pressure on those utility commissions, but in the end, it's the utility commission's decision.
She offers some DIY ways to try and lower costs: close drapes, seal drafty windows, and upgrade to a heat pump if you own your home. Evan Moon, CBS News.
And speaking of winter weather, the Northeast still digging out this afternoon, and that effort doesn't look like it's going to change anytime soon.
I'm sure even on your days off, you were watching this thing, because this was impressive, meteorologically speaking.
I mean, absolutely massive bomb cyclone, nor'easter, blizzard, whatever name you want to give to it. It was a crazy amount of snow in a short amount of time.
It was something else. Snow still filling the streets on Staten Island, New York. Wednesday after that blizzard brought piles of snow to New York on Sunday and into Monday. Some parts of the borough saw roughly 28 to 30 inches of snow. The high snowfall totals are making it difficult for New York City sanitation crews to move snow off the streets, forcing many residents to take matters into their own hands and shovel themselves. And Michael, if drivers are having issues, you know the flights are too.
Yeah, that's right, Chris. Travelers at Newark Liberty International Airport will be doing their best to make up for lost time from a missing day of vacation.
We were supposed to fly out yesterday, and so we got canceled.
To arriving a day late for a work trip like Ed David from Brooklyn.
We were supposed to go to Tallahassee earlier today, but our flight got canceled out of LaGuardia, so the only flight we could find is in Newark.
United Airlines says it added flights to try to help passengers get to their destinations, but the airline warned they're still facing challenges in the aftermath of so many delays and cancellations.
It was very stressful. I saw the situation for the first time like this, the snow and all the things. It was very shock.
It's not just Newark, though. As of Tuesday afternoon, there were 262 delays and 512 cancellations at JFK and 151 delays with 449 cancellations at LaGuardia.
All our plans from yesterday were canceled, obviously.
Heather Kahn is a teacher from Louisiana trying to get dozens of high schoolers home from a trip derailed by the storm.
A little disappointed because I wanted the kids to have a great experience, but at the same time, we don't see snow like this in Louisiana.
And for those up in the Northeast, still up there, they're getting a little more snow on top of this week's record-setting blizzard. Parts of New England are still struggling under more than 3 feet of snow.
Yeah, that snow was just, again, wild, like we saw up there, and all the travel impacts still being felt here this week. Tens of thousands of homes and businesses on top of the travel impacts had no power for a third day being reported out there. How crazy is that?
I don't doubt that.
CBS News' meteorologist Rob Marciano has more on their cleanup.
This morning, millions of people are still digging out from the historic blizzard that slammed the Northeast Sunday and Monday. More than 3 feet of snow falling in the port city of New Bedford, Massachusetts, the biggest winter storm ever recorded there.
Personally, never experienced that, and I suspect, unless there's somebody here in the room who's from Buffalo, that you haven't either.
In Cape Cod, hurricane-force wind gusts topping 80 miles an hour left a trail of destruction. The dangerous storm dumped up to 29 inches in Staten Island, New York, burying cars there.
Nobody can move. And we're breaking our kazoo shoveling.
In Manhattan, police say a massive snowball fight turned violent Monday. The New York City police are looking for 4 suspects who they say hit officers with heavy chunks of snow and ice, causing injuries.
Officers have been on the front line of helping our city respond to this blizzard. They and our entire city workforce deserve to be treated with respect.
And at airports across the Northeast, crews worked round the clock clearing feet of snow to get planes moving again. More than 2,000 flights were canceled Tuesday, but a group of Olympians was finally able to return to Boston after the blizzard delayed their arrival. Among them, figure skater Max Naumoff.
Just couldn't be happier with the welcome that we've received. As soon as I get home, the shovel's coming out, so.
Yes, even Olympians are not immune to having to shovel, and as we head towards the end of this month with potential for more snowstorms coming into next week. Rob Marciano, CBS News, Mamaroneck, New York.
And for today, let's check out some new video into us here at 10 TV. Away from the winter weather this time, going out toward Oklahoma, a grass fire spreading Tuesday just yards from nearby homes. KOTV reports that at one point firefighters asked a prior homeowner to help them out. You saw that at the beginning, they're using the tractor. James Fraley moved a burning hay bale with that tractor to get it out of the danger zone. No buildings or homes were damaged in the fire. And I know, Chris, we've talked about this several times already this year. Fire season has just really got going early out that way.
It definitely has. I mean, it's crazy to see that right now. I know it's been warm and dry and windy across a lot of the West. All right, so one more thing here. Several bystanders jumped into action to rescue drivers from a massive sinkhole in Omaha, Nebraska. Wow. It happened Tuesday, 2:24. According to Omaha police, 2 vehicles fell into the sinkhole. Before rescue crews arrived, some bystanders helped the drivers get out safely, while other bystanders directed traffic, so no one was actually hurt, which is great. I mean, look at the size of that thing. It swallowed up that whole car.
I mean, those cars, they come to a stop there at the red light, and it's just somebody let the floor out behind them, and you see like, the other cars there, they're backing up. They're like,
okay, where's this end?
How big is this going to be?
Right.
And then, again, you can already see one driver there starting to make their way out of the side of that truck, which is crazy. Again, glad no one got hurt there.
Yeah, that's something else. All right, well, that's going to do it for this update here on the 10 10 TV Plus Impact Weather Show. It's been good this afternoon. We have had some things on the horizon, Michael, to talk about. We've got obviously that storm on Monday, which we're keeping an eye on, but also some pretty nice weather to get us into the weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think anyone's going to argue with nice weather heading into the weekend. I know you'll be keeping a close eye on it tonight, 4, 5, 6, and again at 11. Until then, you can always find more online, 10tv.com. Have a great afternoon.